Spring break is in full effect at the island, and restaurants and bars starting to welcome people from across the country. Channel 5's Stephanie Rosales tells us how businesses plan to handle the larger crowds they're hoping to see.
The island already seeing spring breakers start to arrive.
I mean, we heard that South Padre was a good time, so we just pulled up. We just got in the car and we drove over here.
Clayton's Beach Bar is no beginner to spring break, as they have been getting ready for one of their busiest seasons.
We do take every precaution, every measure we can to have our staff trained and ready for the people to come in, as well as we do have security on staff.
Clayton's even having to bring in bartenders from different cities to work for spring break. The owner says they saw 30,000 kids last year, and this year they're hoping for more. Places like Wana Wana also used to managing larger crowds. And while summer may be their busiest season, spring break isn't far behind.
They eat a bunch and they drink a bunch, so by volume, and there's so many kids at any given day, and so we definitely do well during the month of March.
The Cameron County Amphitheater will also be hosting their first spring break concerts since March of 2020, when they had to shut down because of the pandemic. Clayton's will also be hosting artists at their venue. They say that 20% of the revenue for the year comes from spring breakers.
Spring breakers, once they start showing up and stuff, the revenue that's generated is throughout the entire island. So yes, it's very important that we do have the spring breakers that do come in.
Businesses expecting to see their spring break peak in another week, when Texas schools are also out. In South Padre Island, Stephanie Rosales, Channel 5 News, this weekend.
It's not just South Padre Island officials getting ready for spring breakers. You can expect more police patrols on the road for the next 2 weeks. Mission McAllen among the cities announcing extra enforcement measures. They're going to be looking for speeders, drunk drivers, and seatbelt violations. The stepped-up efforts end on March 20th. The advice from law enforcement: just plan ahead. Either get a designated driver or call for a ride instead of driving impaired.